Alright, what is going on, guys? Now, this time around, I've actually decided to create a little bit of a different practice map. I feel like recently there just hasn't been enough new stuff in creative to create anything new, and I decided to make something fun instead, so let's get right into it. Alright, so this new map is actually going to be a 100 level weapon death run. Now, I believe this is the first of its kind. I haven't seen anyone else do a map similar to this one. And as you guys have seen in the title, it is a great way to improve your movement and aiming skills. Alright, as you load in, it'll look just like my other maps with the similar theme. Now, the map is a 100 level Deathrun map, however, it stops at 90 levels because the last 10 levels are going to be a challenge that you can do that is optional. But major props to anyone who can complete it because only very few people are going to be able to accomplish it. And in the back here, we do have a little practice section which kind of introduces you into the map. It just has a bunch of obstacles that you will see throughout the course and stuff. And as you guys can see, this is exactly why this map is really good for improving your movement and aim. Not only do you have to worry about your aiming, but you also have to worry about trying to make the next jump. But yeah, fairly simple little area to practice before you hop into the actual course. Then we have a VIP section. You have to find 8 keys to unlock it here. And basically you can just unlock a bunch of mythic weapons and items that will make the course a little bit funner to play the next time you try it out. Alright, so starting with level 1, these levels are going to be extremely easy, but don't be fooled by this because it does get really hard really fast once you start getting past 20. This is just kind of an introduction, trying to show you like what exactly the map is going to feel like. And then these arrows here, slide and jump. So whenever you see an arrow like that, you're supposed to slide under it. Tap slide in midair. And then here we do have one of the keys. This is what they're going to look like. There's a total of 8 of them, so make sure you keep a lookout for those. And the good thing about this death run is you don't have to wait a timer each time you fail. For example, if I jump in here, it'll instantly put me back with no delay at all. Then here we have a double slide, so you just shoot the opponent there, shoot the opponent there. I already killed that guy earlier, so that's why he's not there. But anyways, I did skip through a few of the levels because the beginning levels are just very easy, not much I need to explain there. But here is when it starts to get a little bit funner. Your movement speed is increased and the levels are starting to get a little bit more difficult here. You have to start jumping, sliding all in one level, which is pretty crazy. Alright, so for the rest of the video, I will just be showing you guys the gameplay for the most part. Every now and then I will do some commentary over some of the more difficult levels to help you guys out with some of them. So I'm just going to cue some background music and just enjoy the rest of the video. Alright, so levels like this with the green zones will be pretty hard for keyboard players, not gonna lie. The 360 movement on controller really does help you a lot on these ones, because you have to jump in 2 directions. First, I have to move my joystick forward, and then as soon as I pass the green zone, that's when I have to move joystick to the right in order to make that jump. Now in this one, it's pretty difficult. You have to do a 180 in order to hit the target above you, and then as you're in midair, you have to move your joystick or press S on the keyboard to move back. So it should look something like this. Didn't kill the bot unfortunately, but you guys get the point there. Now don't get frustrated if you don't get these in one go, because even I struggle with a lot of these to accomplish them in one try. Especially this one here, which I don't even know how I did that. Normally this one is very difficult because, actually let me just go back and show you why. Basically you have ice feet on this one, so just jumping across is pretty frustrating. So as you can see, there's a little hint there I put, because if you try to run across this, it's not gonna happen. You have to do jumps to get across. Alright, then once you get to level 70, it'll start looking a little bit different. It is actually widened by one tile, so now we have a lot more left and right that we have to do instead of just going straight forward. And I forgot to mention, every 20 levels or so you will come across this. You can return to the lobby if you would like, if it gets a little bit too difficult. Alright, so on levels like this, on 84, I know a lot of you guys are probably going to get stuck on this level. And the tip I will give you guys is to shoot the target as late as you can. That way it will give you more time to get across it. So for example, don't just jump like I did there, but as soon as you're about to land, you shoot the target, and that'll give you enough time to get there. Now, unfortunately, I did jump a little early on that one, but see if we get it here. Just take my time, and then there we go. And then once you're done with the course, it'll just say congratulations with your name. So if you want to share your accomplishment, you can go and screenshot and tag me over on Twitter. I will make sure to like it. Normally this would take maybe like 15 minutes or less if you do very minimal mistakes. But for most people, it will probably take around 20-ish minutes to complete. But once you're done with that course, you're actually not entirely done. We do have the 10 level challenge over here that is optional. Now, like I said in the beginning of the video, I do warn you guys, this is very difficult, which is why I have a return to lobby button on each level, because it'll get really frustrating. And there we go, we're finally at level 100. Now this is just a very long level, as you can see. Now it's not too difficult, it's just being consistent at all the jumps is the hard part about it. And just like that, we made it to the last level. But yeah, if you can complete this, you're pretty much a movement king, so make sure you screenshot it and tag me on Twitter to share that you have accomplished that, because it is definitely not something that many players will be able to do. And then if you do want to go ahead and give the map another go, you can go here and just reset the map. And don't worry, resetting the map will not reset your progress. It'll just reset the course, because there are some things in the course that need to be reset. But I think that's all that needs to be said. So if you guys enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you guys could drop a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one.